what I've realized over the years is inspiration has what I've come to call an evil twin. I call that evil twin resistance. The book that you're holding in your hand or that you've been given to take home tonight, it's probably been 6 years in the writing, 6 years from idea. You know, I've written other books in the meantime, but when I had the inspiration to write a book on leadership, part of me just went into such resistance going, how come I to write a book on leadership? You know, I'm a grammar school kid from Essex. Who the heck am I who am I to think I've got anything to say on that grown-up subject? Any of us ever had those kind of voices? You know, it's the inner critic, but that's part of resistance. You know, I had to go through a lot of my own growth to write and then publish that book. So I don't say that to dishearten you. I just say it to say we're all up against resistance. Inspiration's the first bit. We're all then up against resistance to some degree. I am still. All of us are. You know, everybody that I've ever met who is successful, when they're honest, goes, I've had to face so many fears, I've had to face doubts, you know, I feel like I'm a fraud. When they're honest, most people will say that. When they're dishonest, they pretend they're not. But I think it's part of the human condition. So part of being in inspired leadership is recognizing how that works within yourself and also recognizing how it works within other people. So just a few thoughts on resistance. What is it? You know, have you ever had this kind of feeling of like resistance as a repelling force? It's like you know what you want to do and you're almost like pushed away from doing it. I can feel like that around projects still. It's a repelling force. The way I like to describe it, it's the combination of your ego's petty responses to the amazing power, ideas, and creative impulses of your soul. So basically, your soul wants to express itself. It wants to be inspired. Your ego's going, no, I like running the show. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep you small and afraid. And I'm going to distract you, whatever. As a rule of thumb, I think the more important a call or action to you is to you, your soul's evolution, the more resistance you're likely to feel to it. Have you ever had that kind of crazy feeling where you go, I know I want to do this. This is really important to me. How come I keep distracting myself or keep sabotaging myself? Anybody else, or is it just me? We all do it again. You know, but again, for many of us, it can be a shameful thing. We often feel bad about ourselves rather than going, that is the territory. But the important thing to remember is resistance is a secondary force. It kicks in because you got inspired, because you took more steps to be real and authentic and do what you're on earth to do, live your purpose. So in a way, it's a good thing. Not that it feels good, but it's a good thing because it shows you are daring boldly. You're in touch with something in yourself, which is why then your ego kicks up a dust storm to try and undermine you, distract you, sabotage you. So I think it's a sign that you're responding to your inner calling to grow. You know, I use the expression spiritually, but just to grow.